Hello tubers and tubettes, my name is David and I'm from Northern California and I run a site called Bat Builder, and I wanted to do a lead-in on a video that I already have. So I've had some videos on the Batmobiles, and one of them is early morning drive, and so I'm going to do this as a lead-in to it. This is at a time where I did have the car's registration was paid up, and I had the insurance paid up on it, and it was one of my first driving down the road. I drove it quite a bit, but this was one of the times that I had somebody following me that was able to videotape me going down the road. Most people want to see that. I remember I used to take it, I did take it to like Walmart one time, and I was just going to get some milk and bread. And once I got there, it was crazy. There were so many people there, and a lot of people were telling me, how long are you going to be here? Because I have a brother-in-law that's really into Batman, and he would love to see this. And so it was just crazy how many people were there. And I think I was there for, I'd already gone in and come out, and then I was there for probably a total of about an hour. When I left, a couple of people were following me, and I was trying to be as sly as I could and get back to my house. But eventually I had to get to my house. And then later that night, I was out on a pool appointment, and my wife said two strange guys, that's how she described it, came and were knocking on the door. And she opened it just a little bit because it has a chain lock on it. And they were asking if they could look at the Batmobile because they had seen it earlier. And they knew that this is where I lived. And so that kind of freaked her out. And that is part of the reason that I stopped driving it around. I mean, I would literally have people follow me all the way back to my house. So it's kind of hard to, keep it in your garage without people. They're just excited to see it. I'm not blaming them. I'm not upset or anything, but I just didn't need to have people come to my house, knocking on the door, especially when I wasn't there. So we got their telephone number. I was able to call them on another day, and I let them come by and take a look at it, and that was cool, but I just couldn't have them beating on the door in the middle of the night when I was out away from the house. So that's one of the reasons that I don't drive it anymore. I remember there was another time I was driving down a road, and it had a meridian in between the two lanes. There was a guy in a Mustang coming the opposite way. When he saw the Batmobile, he didn't think of anything else except making a U-turn and following me. And when he turned around, he hit that meridian. It's like a little slight curve, and the bottom of his car got hung up on it. I mean, I don't think he even saw it, or he wasn't even thinking about it. He just wanted to take pictures of the Batmobile. Another time I was riding down the road, and I was going over where it's kind of bumpy, and I wasn't going fast, but I came up behind this person, and they literally drove off the road and into the field. So I pulled over and stopped to see what was going on, and it was an old lady. And when she saw me coming up behind her, she didn't know if it was an alien spacecraft or what it was, but it scared her so much she actually just drove right off the road. So a lot of people wonder why I don't drive it around. Those are some of the reasons. I know that I did have a situation one time where I was at a show in Tracy, California, and it was in a Lowe's, and it was for I think a fireman event, and they just happened to have the CHP there, California Highway Patrol, and they were parked right next to me. So they were coming up, looking at the car, checking it out, saw the license plates, and I know one of the guys ran the plates. So I was talking to him a little bit about it, and he goes, yeah, I'm not sure how you got that registered as a special construction, He goes, but it's pretty cool. I said, well, if you saw me driving down the road, would you pull me over? And he goes, no, I wouldn't really pull you over for a violation thing. I might pull you over just to check it out. But he goes, if you were driving down the freeway, that would probably be a different thing, you know, because at that time I had made doors for it, so the doors were open. But I think it's all legal. It's just that it's just so odd, you know, it really draws a lot of attention. So I hope you enjoy this early morning drive. That's what I'm going to attach this to. And you get a chance to see me driving it around on the road because somebody in a car behind me is filming me. So thanks for checking it out and appreciate your time. And come on back to check us out later. Thank you much. Bye-bye.
Just got the cover made for it. Look, the cover came out really good. Really happy about that because transporting it without a cover just doesn't make sense. So anyway, check it out. We're going to try to drive it home. It's approximately 5 miles away. It's not a big deal, but I just haven't driven it that far on the highway, so we'll see how that works out.